Downward facing dog. So in this video, we're gonna go over how a proper downward facing dog is supposed to look like, how it's supposed to feel, a couple cues so that you can remember when you are doing yoga, whether it's in a class, whether it's with me, whether it's on your own, you know how it's supposed to feel, you know how it's supposed to look. Quick story. If you've ever lived or been in Oakland, you know where Lake Merritt is. There's this pull-up bar section, this outdoor pull-up bar. It's right next to the 580. Right, sounds good, sounds good. Sounds like that kind of, 580, you're right there. So there's a pull-up bar. I was doing a workout with my friend, and I was doing push-ups actually. And you know how sometimes you do push-ups, and it's burning, say you got like 30 or 20, whatever you're doing them. It's like my fifth set and I'm like burning out. So I'm like, whoo, trying to give everything a break. And this random Indian dude comes up, he's walking with his girlfriend. He's like, hold on, honey, hold on. Comes up and he's like, I wasn't even trying to do a down dog. But he comes up to me like, this is how you do it, son. And and he was like an older guy and just showed me, he's like a perfect down dog. Though I wasn't trying to do a down dog, I was like, wow, that is pretty damn good form. The way he kind of explained it to me is you want to make it as much of a capital A as possible. Now, also in my yoga teacher training, we talked about, and I learned that down dog isn't really just for your hamstrings. It's also for your vertebrae. So your vertebrae, sometimes they get crunched down, they get stacked, sitting too long, it could be anything. But what we can also do with the down dog is release the spine, release the vertebrae. So if you're short on time, you don't have time to do a full yoga flow, a good minute, a good 2 minutes, a few sets of some minutes in downward facing dog can be a game changer to start your day. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to talk about are the hands, the fingers namely. So we want to spread our fingers as wide as possible, just like those Broadway shows where I've never been to one, but I just imagine all this stuff. Get your hands as wide as you can, and you notice the L shapes right here between the index and thumb. You want to put most of your pressure when you're in your down dog. You want to put most of your pressure in these L's. So, starting with that, go ahead and tuck the yellow shirt, secure it. That's number one. You want to secure your ropa, your clothes. So, fingers spread nice and wide. We got our L shapes in the mat. Now, we're gonna start with our knees right underneath our hips, so nice and hip width. I'm gonna tuck my toes, just like so. Now I'm gonna wrap my triceps down, and this is gonna help me keep my shoulders away from my ears, so we're not here, we're here. All right, so I got a slight bend in the knees. You can walk your hands forward if you need to. Now I'm pushing, I have energy going through my tailbone, and I got energy shooting out the top of my head. This is gonna help me relieve and release some of that tension in my spine. So I got that going, I got my triceps wrapped down, and from here, I don't want my belly spilling out, so I'm gonna tuck my belly button into my spine a tad bit, and I'm gonna kind of keep my chest and everything kind of lifted, all my organs nice and tucked into the alignment of my spine. And just like that, you have a pretty decent down dog. You want your hips high. You can pedal the feet if you want more of a stretch in your hamstrings. And it's okay if you're down dog, if you're not able to hold it very long, or if you're not able to do it as perfectly as you can. It's okay. It's never gonna be completely perfect, but you can always work at it and get better at it. So try that out. See how, maybe if you can hold, see if you can hold it for 30 seconds first. If you can do 30 seconds, then slowly, every time you get back to practicing your down dog, add more time. And when you get to your yoga flows, and when you get to your Solely Fit videos, yoga flows, or when you just start to do your own thing, you'll see a big difference, and you'll probably even get a little bit more tone in your back and everything like that. So, all right, hopefully that helps, and I will see you next time. Take care.